Yeah, good evening to all people. Thanks for joining the class. Welcome to the day 4 session of the masterclass, Prompt Engineering. Someone is asking about yesterday's overview process. Yeah, yesterday we told about the LLM content and all, and we have seen like how it's working with some particular examples. And before that, we have seen some basic requirements. That's it for the day. And yeah, having any doubts, you can keep the message here itself. And actually, here yesterday we asked one question that is about what will be the architecture of the LLM model. So please try to give the answer for the yesterday question. Having any doubts also, you can keep the message in chat box. And before that, try to give the answer for the yesterday's question. Please try to give the answer for the yesterday's question. I have asked 2 questions yesterday, so please try to give the answer for it. Ma'am, I have started the class today. Yeah. Actually, for certification purpose, minimum 24 days should be attend, then only is possible. So no problem if you attended today also. Yeah. So some LLM models and the architecture of the LLM. Yes, some people are trying to give the answer. That's very nice here. Vaishnavi PV, GPT, BERT model T5 and LLM. Oh yeah, fine here. Very good, nice. Abhishek Pratap, Prompt Engineering. LLM models refer to the large language models, massive depositor. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, any other questions? So try to give the answer for the yesterday question. Yes. LLM architecture and LLM types, and as well as we have asked another question will be the transformers. Yes, transformers is nothing but the smart engine behind GPT. Yeah, okay, fine here. Sai Tejashwini, good. Only 2 days you missed attendance also, no problem. You can continue the session and just try to understand this concept. You can understand easily this particular concept, no need to worry about it. And previous classes are available in YouTube. Please go through it. Kaushal Kumar Gopi, yeah, okay. Nice. So you're trying to give the answers, very nice. Yeah, okay. LLM models, Tony Cloud, okay. ChatGPT, they understand the languages used to train the models. That's very nice. Can anyone tell about the transformers? What will be the transformers? Yeah, okay, fine. The remaining messages will see you later, because today we have to discuss very in-depth information, and that will be related for the coding part. So, yeah, fine. Yeah, Agneshri, yeah, fine, yeah. Nice, nice. So, we'll go to the class, and then we'll start the session for the day 4. So today we are discussing about the day 4 about LLM parameters. So that will be about the temperature, top P and tokens, and as well as stop sequences. So apart from, we are having like a parameter tuning and all, and we will see that too. Okay. So just we'll revise this requirements. So yesterday we have just gone through with the a prompt type, instructions, context, and as well as variables. That will be like how you can select the prompt, and if you want to create the prompt also what we have to follow, that particular things. And before that we have discussed about the LLM and some particular softwares and all. Today we are discussing about LLM parameters, that will be temperature, top P and K, and as well as tokens and as well as stop sequences. So let us start the session about the same content. So before starting this particular parameters, we should know like exactly what you're having, the main requirement. That will be the large language model. So now we'll start the discussion about the large language model, then we can proceed for the next part. So what is the meaning of the large language model? The simple thing. So language model, the name itself we can say it as, right? So large language models means where you want to do the conversation, that may be for the sentiment analysis or for the chatbot conversation or for text generation purpose, summarization purpose, where you are having the applications with the text based generation, then we have to use this large language model. That you can say it as a large language model. So in this particular large language model, we are having so many type of the models. We will follow that models also. Then that will be easy for us. Okay. So see here. So in this particular language model, we are having so many type of models. Okay. So no need to worry about the models, and we don't want to bother about the models also. So here, why these many models will be there in the types of the models? What is the use of this particular models and all means? The simple thing. So we have to follow some particular requirements. Based on the particular requirements only, we have to follow these particular things. Okay. So what we have to do for this particular requirements means, so just I will tell you. So here you can observe how many types of models will be there with you. Okay. So how many models will be there here? So actually whatever you are using in real-time applications, every model will be related to the same thing. So we don't want to worry about that particular models and all. So in these, first you can see auto-regressive model, next one masked language model, and encoder decoder models, and as well as we are having like instruction turn model, open source model, and domain specific model. So these many models will be there. So then what will be the use of this particular model things? Means, so here you can see if you are taking the first one, auto-regressive model. So it will be work for where you want to do different type of output predictions you want to get. Like if you want to get the generation of content, then auto-regressive models will be a work for that. And coming to the next one as masked language models. So these masked language models will be work for the requirement of what is it, text based applications, like you are having any sentence formations or summarizations, and as well as like you want to do sentiment analysis, these bird models will be work for. So coming to the next one as decoder and encoder part. So these decoder and encoder parts, what are you taking like encoder and decoder parts? So this will be workable for the purpose of where you want to go through with the question and answers purpose. You are having the question and answers means like applications you how to use. So we are just entering and you are getting the output, right? What is the Python? Then you are getting the output, right? And I need the summarization means you are getting the output, right? But that will be applicable based on the selection of these particular LLM models. So these encoder and decoder part will be work for the question and answers purpose. Coming to the next one is, so the next one will be next part will be this instruction turn model, and as well as you are having the remaining requirements, right? So this will be applicable for if you want to do the text generation or text to image generation, image to text generation. So for that purpose these models will be useful. So these are the models, and you can see we are having 40 plus of models with the different type of versions. So that is, you can see here GPT models, instructor models, okay, Falcon, LLMA. So we are having so many of models, T5 models, Whisper models, BERT models, Bio models, okay. So we are having so many type of the models here. So we are having 40 plus models. From that we are using sometimes based on some particular requirements, that's it. Now you can see in these large language models, okay, so I am saying like you have to select the models based on the requirements, right? That is okay, fine. We have to select the different type of the models based on the requirements, that's fine. So what will be the blocks available in this particular large language model? So what will be availability will be there. So the first one will be building blocks means what? For example, if you want to take the prompt engineering, what you need the requirements in that particular requirement, right? So here we are having the building blocks of this one. So what will be this particular building blocks means? You can see that one. The first one will be word embedding, means we have to connect the word by word. So coming to next one as attention mechanism. So the attention mechanism is nothing but, so if you are asking any question, I just want to try to give the answer in a better way. Okay, so we have to follow some mechanism techniques, for that we have to use. And coming to the next one as transformers. So actually this is one type of the neural network model only, but not exactly the neural network. The construction is looking like a neural network. How the deep learning models will be there, like that we are having the transformer models. If you are giving the input and you have to get the output, that will be for text generation models. So please remember this one. Why large language model we are using means, the main important thing wherever you are having the text based applications or generation based applications, we have to use this large language model. And next block will be prompt engineering. So means in a LLM we are having this particular prompt engineering. Okay, so we have to use the prompt engineering because for the designing of the prompts we need, right, that purpose. Next one, fine tuning. And I am saying so many types of this particular fine tuning. So these fine tuning will be useful for wherever you are trying to retrain your data with the new data. Old data you are trying to train with the new data, then you can say it as like fine tuning process. Next one is bias. So because we have to do the whether it will be biased or not, we have to check that purpose we have to use. Next one is interpretability. So means we have to go through with the best ideas to get the better output. So these are the blocks for this particular large language model. And coming to the next one. So we have discussed this particular building blocks, and if you want to do the model training of this LLM model, I am saying like directly you have to take the pre-trained models, for that you have to do fine tuning, right? So if you want to train the data, that may be retraining of the data, means fine tuning or normal training, what is the process you have to follow for the large language models? So this will be the following step of the large language model. So what are the steps here? The first one will be data gathering. So please try to understand this one. If you understand this one, then it will be easy for any type of applications. Simple thing. Any model will work for two type of requirements. The first requirement is what? So where you are having the requirement to train the data. Next one, where you want to get the output because of your question, and that will be the second answer. So here I just want to say two things. So for example, if you want to say about some particular movie. One person is asking, okay, recently released one movie and you watched that movie, and someone is asking about the movie, means how you can say the answer? If you watch the movie, then you can say the answer, otherwise we can't say the answer, right? So why I'm saying this one means, so when you went to the movie, your brain is working to gather the content what you're watching, means your brain is working as like a training part setup. When you're watching the movie, your brain is for training of the database, means what are you seeing the movie, right? So that is gathering into your brain, means at the time your brain will be acting as like a training, okay? But after that, after watching the movie, you store the content in your brain. Now you went to somewhere, someone is asking how is the movie, what is the situation, something they're asking some about the questions about the movie. Now how you will say the answer? Because you already watched the movie, that information there in your brain, now you're saying the answer from that particular information only, right? So here for the training you're using your brain, and for giving the answer also after the training, this brain only you're using, right? So if you want to do like that, if the system also want to do in a same manner, so we have to follow these particular steps. The first one will be what? So we have to follow the first one will be data gathering. Okay, so we have to follow the first one will be data gathering. Which type of data gathering? Okay, so I want to create my own LLM model. So for that purpose I have to gather the data. Okay, you are gathering the data, fine. But which type of data you want to try to gather? So I want to gather data about, I can take about the medical part. Okay, so I just want to gather the data. The first step will be, so my thought is I want to train the data with the LLM model. That is my thought, that is my plan. Okay, so actually that is my idea, it's not about the plan, that is about the idea. So I got an idea, so for that purpose I want to take some particular plan, some particular steps I have to follow. What are the steps? The first one will be data gathering. So I want to gather the medical related content, that may be text or numbers or something about, I can gather from the hospitals, I can gather from the medical shops, anything, I can gather something, content. After gathering, what you want to do? You have to check the data cleaning. So what is the meaning of the data cleaning? The simple thing, data cleaning is nothing but wherever you're having the data gathering, after gathering the data, you have to check whether it will be cleared data or any garbage data. You can see, if you are going to anywhere means the simple thing, some unwanted data also will be there, right? What is the use of that particular unwanted data, right? We have to remove it. That purpose we have to use the data cleaning. The next step will be data splitting, and before going to the data splitting, you can do data visualization also. Now I'm just going through with the data splitting. What is the meaning of the data splitting? Whatever you are gathering the data, that gathered data, you have to split into two parts. The first part will be for the purpose of the training. The second part will be for the purpose of testing, means inference mode, the prediction output setup, right? So like that you have to split the data. Then fourth step, whatever you splitted the data, just keep beside. So now you have to model setup you have to do, means you have to select neural network models or any type of deep learning models, or you can select the machine learning models. Why you want to select? Why you are taking the brain to store the information, right? In the same manner you want to train your splitting of the data, then you have to select some particular neural network model. That may be transformers, that may be neural networks, that may be machine learning. Whatever you need, you can select here. After selecting, then you can go for the model training. Okay, selected, then how it's possible for the model training? Because you already split the data, right? Take the train part of data, then you can apply to your model. Then you will get the model training. Then finally, after that, you have to check the model whether it will be trained properly or not. Then after that, we have to go through some usability and enhancement. So these are the steps if you want to train any particular data for the LLM model. Hope you can understand this. Now you can see use cases of LLM. So can you please try to say the answer, what is the meaning of the use case? In real-time applications, you can see if you are going to anywhere, they will say one thing. Okay, you are doing this project. What is the use case of this project? Okay, in final year you are doing one project. What is the use case of that particular project? Otherwise you are doing one particular project in your particular company. What is the use case of the project? Means what exactly requirement will be there, that particular application, that particular project we have to say. If I am taking this particular concept, means it should be applicable in real time applications. So that purpose we have to allocate some use cases. I can say any type of use cases. What you're saying about the till now, day 1, day 2, day 3, what we have seen, all applications that will be related to the use cases of the LLM only. So here I given the first one will be data transformation. Okay, you can transfer the data from one area to another one. Next one is natural language interfaces. Means you can go through the natural language interfaces. Workflow automations, co-pilot and assistants, means virtual assistants you can take, and as well as you can take autonomous agents. So these are only not use cases. You can take extra use cases. You are having the sentiment analysis, right? That sentiment analysis you can say it as a use case. Okay, so text generation you can take it as a use case, and text to image generation you can take it as a use case. Image to image generation you can take it as a use case, because yesterday we have discussed about some GenAI models, right? So like that you can take. So all are related to the use case of this large language models only. So now you can see the parameters of the LLM. The main motto for today class is about the parameters. Okay, you are selecting the models and you are doing on it, that's fine. What parameters you have to follow if you are working with the a particular use cases? The parameters is also very important, right? Without parameters is not possible to get the better output results, right? So that purpose you have to follow the parameters. Now you can see what will be the parameters exactly. What parameters you are seeing here? So first one is about the model size. Next one is temperature, stop sequence. The next one will be frequency and presence penalties. Next one is top K and top P. Next, context window, number of tokens. We know the model size. Model size is nothing but I am taking one particular size of the model. Means how much size it will be. Having any idea about the model sizes? So I will show you that model sizes here itself. Okay, so now we discussed about the OpenAI and as well as like Gemini, right? Now I am showing another website that will be Hugging Face. So please try to remember this one, Hugging Face. Okay, so this Hugging Face I am taking. In this particular Hugging Face website, just go to this particular Hugging Face website. Here you can see all pre-trained models what are available. So see here, if I want to take the particular, these are actually previously I have searched the type of models. So this Hugging Face website, go to the Hugging Face website. Here you can take any type of pre-trained models. That may be LLM models, that may be in that particular LLM models, BERT models, T5 models. Okay, every models, any model you can take. So here you can see I am taking BERT model. You can see how many BERT models are available. Based on the inventions, based on the developers, we are having the different type of models. You can see here Google BERT model will be there. Okay, in Google BERT also uncased will be there, Chinese will be there, and multilingual model will be there. Named entity recognition will be there, BERT emotion based will be there. So these many models will be there regarding for the BERT model. I just want to take another model. You can see for the BART model also there. Okay, and if you want to work for the T5 model, you can see. Okay, and if you want to see the GPT model, so every model is available here in this particular Hugging Face. So it's like a huge amount of big libraries you can get here by using of this particular Hugging Face website. Okay, you can see Whisper model. So like that you are having so many type of the models. Okay, so you can see LIMA, so and as well as LLMA. So we are having the models what we have discussed, LLM types, every models are available here. Okay, in that particular models you can take. So you can see here you are having the class remover based, instructor based. So like that, whatever you're taking, which type of model you have to select, that's it. The model selection is in your hands, not any other type of the person's hands. Okay, so that is the use of this particular things. Okay, just please follow this one. And coming to the please remember this particular website. Okay, so because of these only we are getting so many type of models. Why means I will tell you later. So what we are discussing, what we have to discuss means the first one will be here you can see first we are discussing about the first parameter will be temperature. So what is the meaning of the temperature? You can see the definition. What it can do, it can control the randomness of the output. So like you are getting the output, right? Like you can see like oh, you are asking the question what is the Python, or you are asking the question as what is Python. In that particular thing, can you please give the 5 type of outputs along with the coding parts, means it can give. So means based on your content requirement the temperature will follow. So how the human being need the temperature, how the particular object things need the temperature, like that for our LLM models also we need the temperature. So what it can do means it can control the randomness of the output. When so the higher values make the responses more creative. For example, you are having the temperature value is high, then you will get the more creative output response. While you are having the lower values means you will get the more focused and deterministic output. Means so based on the particular temperature values you will get the different type of outputs. That is only I am saying it as temperature will work for to control the randomness of the output. What you are getting the output, that will be based on the temperature. That is only the main important thing. Okay, so here I just want to open ChatGPT. Here you can say this is my ChatGPT, right? Yeah, okay, fine. So this is my ChatGPT, right? So here if I am asking the question based on the output requirements, based on your question, whatever you are asking, based on that the temperature will work for us. So we can change the temperature, we can change the what is it tokens, we can change the top T and top K and everything we can change. Okay, so that will be work based on your particular requirement of your question. Okay, okay, so now you can see first you are discussing about the temperature. Okay, you can see how it will work. So how the temperature types will be there. So here you are having the 3 type of temperature parts. Okay, so here you are having the high temperature and moderate temperature and low temperature. So first you can take the low temperature. So the low temperature will work from 0.0 to 0.5. That you can call it as a low temperature. Maybe it will work for less amount of the content. So now coming to the next one, as you are taking moderate temperature, your question may be little bit big, then it will be 0.6 to 1.0. Maybe you need to get the better output, accurate results, much more content, means that will be related for the high temperature. Okay, so now you can see that particular requirements with the section of the practical session. Okay, so now I will show you the temperature based particles, the requirements, how we are using temperature we can see here. Okay, so how the temperature is working you can see here. Now I will show you the example how the temperature is working for us. Okay, so wait a minute. So now we will see the example for this. Okay, so now we will follow the next step. So what is the next step means we have to follow the coding part for the temperature. Okay, so now we will start the coding part with the temperature session, so then you can understand how it's going exactly. So now I want to take one particular requirement. So what is a particular requirement, you can see here. Okay, so now we will start the coding part setup for the particular application what you are having exactly. Okay, so now the first one will be the temperature. If you want to take the temperature, what you want to do exactly means, so we have to give some particular temperature. So how to give the temperature means the simple thing, we will take some a small application, then it can show the output. So how it can show the output means, so I will show you an example for it. Okay, so then we will start about the task based on the temperature. So then we will start the task about the temperature based. So now I am just going through with this Google, and here I am going through the Google Colab because it's easy for us to continue the requirement. Okay, so now I'm just going through with this. So now I'm giving the new one. So here I want to take the example of the first thing. So I'm taking the first example. Simple, just will take as like a normal one. So temperature based, how you can take a basic defining function we can see. If you want to take the temperature, then I am taking here one particular requirement. What is that particular requirement means? A simple thing, I am just taking the defining function with temperature test. Okay, I want to go through the temperature test, that is all I am giving. So the temperature test will be, I want to go through with the output process. Okay, so here I am giving TEMP. So because I want to calculate the temperature, right, that purpose I am taking here this particular part. So in this particular condition I am giving, if the temperature, for example, if the temperature actually if you want to start this temperature, so actually I want to ask the question, what is that? So what is Python? This is my question. A simple, just you have to take like that. So here I am taking like that. So now what you want to do, if temp is less than of 0.5. Okay, so if your temperature is less than the 0.5, so then it should return to the Python is object oriented program. Okay, so coming to next one as else statement. Else I am giving here return to Python is objected oriented and high level language, and interpreter. Okay, so like that we have given the condition. What is the meaning of this particular condition means, So we have to use this one as like print temp test. Okay, so will be, I want to give some particular value. So what is that particular value means I can give any type of value. The temp value will be example 0.2. So coming to the next one is print. The temp test is temp test. I am giving. So here I just want to check the conditions. Actually what I am trying to give means here, so in this particular area I am just defining the temp test defining function. So in that temp test defining function, my temporary temperature value will be what is exactly coming the value. So what is exactly I am giving the value. So in the inside of the particular model what you are having, LLM model or something, in a ChatGPT or Gemini, we can select the temperature. Actually the actual temperature will be the different. How I showed you already. Here I showed you already 0 to 0.5 means it will give a low temperature. Moderate means 0.6 to 1.0, and the high level means we are having the 1.0 to 2.0 something. Okay, so that are the temperature values. Now the condition what I have given, if the temperature is 0.5, then the answer will come like this. If the temperature is else, then it will come like this. So why it's coming like that also I will say. So now I am giving 0.8. Now you can see what is the meaning of this. So actually my thing is I want to ask one question. The question will be what is Python. If I am asking the question with the temperature of the 0.2, what it can give the answer. Like simply you can see, even here also you can see. I will show you one thing. What is Python? Okay na? Now what you are getting the output you can see. How many lines you are getting? Okay, you can see like that. So I am asking here based on, I am just increasing the temperature value with the content. What is Python and data types something. Okay, example purpose. I can't show here the temperature and all. That's why I am showing like this. So you can see, compare with the, you can see the more options. You can see. So here you are getting the less content. If you here you will get the more content. What is the meaning of that? So here you can see the first question you are getting less content, and the second time same requirement only, but I have asked in a different way. Then it's trying to give the answer more. What is the meaning of that? If I am asking the question, it will be the temperature value 0.2. Then what answer it can give? If the temperature value is high, what answer it can give? Now I can print the output. So what I am getting the output, you can see the answer. Otherwise, shall we do one thing? We can go through the enter option, right? Yeah, we'll try for the next. Wait a minute. So this will be, for example, if I am giving, yeah, actually I didn't give here one particular thing. Yeah, wait a minute. Variable problem, case sensitive, na? Okay. So see, first 0.2 temperature means what I got the answer. Python is object oriented programming. But if I am increasing the temperature value, I am getting the different type of output, right? So both will be related to the Python only. What is the difference between the first one and second one? So based on the temperature value, the output what are you trying to get the answer means the generated output what you are getting from the background, that will be different based on your temperature value. So that much of importance will be there when you are taking the temperature. Okay, now I am giving here print temp test temp test. Here I am trying to give input of enter a value. Here we have to take a float. Okay. Yeah, okay, no problem. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here we have to understand only one thing. Whenever you are asking one question, if you are fitting the temperature, based on that the output will give in a different manner. So if your value is less, it will give the less content of the thing. If the value of the temperature will be high, then based on that it will increase your content whatever you are trying to ask the question. That will be based on the temperature setting. So that much of importance will be there when you are taking the temperature part. So hope you can understand this one. And coming to the next part, we'll see the entire part setup. Okay, so now coming to the next example, I will show you. Okay, so now I'm going to the next option will be after the temperature. I just want to take the top K and top P. So what is the meaning of the top K and top K? Okay, so in LLM mode, first parameter we have discussed, that will be about the temperature. Based on the temperature I will get the output in a different manner. I can understand. Okay, now what will be the top P and about the top K? So here you are having some sampling technique we have to apply. So whenever you are taking this top P and K, we have to apply the sampling process for the LLM. How it will work means, you can see, if you are taking the top P, then here you are taking with the nucleus sampling. So what is the meaning of the nucleus sampling means, you can see here. So for this top P, we have to select the tokens from the smallest set of the cumulative content. So it will be work for so many of requirements. Okay, it can balance the content what you are getting. Okay, now you can see here. So here you can see the example purpose you can see. So top P you are taking means it will give the nucleus sampling process, means here it can try to give the output as a balancing of the content. Okay, so if you are taking the top P, you can see the first question will be what? Yesterday I went to the cinema to see A. What is that? Here you can see some temperature values and you have to take some top values also. So top P values will be, nucleus sampling values will be maximum value 0.99 or 0.95 you can take. It will be the value like that, then that will be related to the top P. So means if the system want to give the answer also, it should select some particular keywords itself. So balancing words it should identify. So that purpose we are taking here top P. You can see here this is the part of that, and if the P value is equal to 0.95, then it can select like that, and from that so new output will be came here, new probability will be came. So here you can see. So here you are having so many of options. Yesterday I went to the cinema to see A. So you are having the some particular requirements. What is that? Like, film, documental, love and omelette. Okay, so these are the actually keywords, the normal keywords. After that you are just accumulating with that film, documental, omelette, love and what is it, like, based on the values you are doing. Then later what you are doing, for these particular cumulative process you are applying the some P value. What is that? Example purpose 0.95. So you are selecting top P means from that the best word it can select, and new probability means better output it can give. So it's just removing. Here you are giving P is equal to 0.95. Automatically these remaining values are neglecting. So love, like and omelette is neglecting. Then what you have got here? Film and documental you got. So from that film and documental, which value will be high, based on that you are taking the output. So here what I want to keep, yesterday I went to the cinema to see a film. So like that it will try to select the some particular words because of the top P. That will be possible with the nucleus sampling. This top P only we can call it as a nucleus sampling. Coming to next one as top K. So this top K will be it can select the top K that is based on the K value. P is nothing but the nucleus sampling, right? But K is nothing but the what is that, peak value. K value. For example, K is equal to 3 I am giving means that 3 it can remove. After that you can check the values, like that it will show. Okay, so example purpose you can see. I will show you that part again, just no need to worry about it. Yesterday I went to the cinema as, now it's showing the same content, but K is equal to 2 I given, means what? I am taking only the 2. Remaining what I want to do, I want to remove. Then what I got? film and documental, and from this film I can take, documental I can take. This is the new probability. What you understand here? So here based on the p value, nucleus sampling value, you are selecting, but here based on the k value you are selecting. Based on the k value you are selecting. If k is equal to 2, 2 it will take. If k is equal to 3, 3 it will take. From the best one it will take. So if k is equal to 4 you are taking, means from the best one it will take. Example purpose I will show in this particular picture. Here itself you can see. For example, the sentence may be, so mat, table, chair, building, car, like that will be there. So here what will be the requirement? If I am selecting the top p up to 0.95, then these content will be applicable. Okay, so not like that. If I am taking the top k, I am taking k is equal to 3, means what is that? Up to this only applicable. So like that, based on the k value means you have to take the number of things. Okay, based on the p value means the value with the temperature along with the nucleus value. Both you have to compare. Temperature value you have to select. Based on the temperature, this top p and top k will work. What is the meaning of this top p and top k? Means the best thing, balanced keywords, tokens, it will be given here because of the top p and top k. Now you can see the application for it. Okay, with the top p and top k you can see the application for it. So now I want to take the top p. So I am just going to here. I just want to go through with the top p. Okay, so directly I will show you here the top p process because we don't have the time more. So I will go to here. So actually example 2 I didn't show you, right? So actually for the temperature purpose example 2, this will be about the transformers. So here we are using the GPT model. So for when you are applying the GPT model, then you will get it. Okay, so just don't get confused. I'm just skimming of the example of the temperature. We can follow the top p. Here you can see in this top p what happened. What I said, temperature means we have to set the temperature value, but top p and k purpose we have to set the p value will be some particular value, or k value you have to use some particular number, right? So here what I am giving means top p response I am taking. So here I am taking token poll. So here you can see. So if you are selecting 0.4, my question is like, for example, what is Paris? Okay, the question will be example purpose. Previously what we asked, the question will be what is Python, right? Then you are getting two type of options. If you are selecting 0.2, then you are getting less content. If you are selecting the temperature 0.8 or 9 means you are getting the more content, right? Based on the temperature value selection, you are getting the best output. Like that here also I am asking what is Paris. After asking the question, I am selecting my temperature. Along with the temperature, I am selecting my top p value also. What is the top p value? If I am selecting top p value will be 0.4, I will get the Paris is city. If I am getting the, if I am taking the, top p value will be 0.3, I will get this output response. 0.2 means I will get this response. 0.1 is nothing but I will get this response. These are the token polls, means entire content. That's why you can see previously you asked what is Python, you got this output also. Again you are asking the what is the Python with the different requirements. Definitely it can change. Okay, so that is the option of the top p. So now what I am doing, so just I am taking the cumulative is equal to 0 because we have to start with the cumulative, right? Then next to selected tokens, I am just going through the loop condition. Then based on that, randomly I am selecting the, what is that, this particular p value. You can select a direct of p value, that is not a problem. You want to select any of other value also, you can select. So here I am selecting the random process of the requirement. So first I have selected 0.3. So my question will be what is Paris. For that I have adjusted some particular temperature as something. Along with the temperature I adjusted my nucleus response also. Sampling value is 0.3. What I can get the output. If I am adjusting the value will be 0.9, what I can get the output. Now I can see. So this is about the top p value you are setting. Simply you are just doing the setting temperature, that's it. Okay, So now you can see top 3 means you are getting the Paris is city. Top 9 is means you are getting Paris is the city of the lights of the art. Okay, so like that, based on the requirement, it can increase the content based on your p-value, based on the temperature how it's getting. Like that, based on the top p-value also, it can select the best words for you. To select the best words, best sentence formation, you have to follow this top p. And in the same manner, you are taking the top k. Top k is nothing but what? Here you are giving some value in a float. But top k is nothing but k is equal to 1 means 1 it can take, that response it can add to your content. 2 you are taking means that response, best response from the 2 it can add, right? So here I am taking top k, and here you can see token pool will be there like this. Okay, now I am selecting 2 and 5. Okay, so if I given 2, what I will get the output? If I am getting the 5, what I am getting the output? Okay, so that will be the what is that, theory of this top p and k. So don't get confused. Temperature for the random process selection to get the better accurate content. But if you want to select the better words, the keywords tokens what you're having, better keywords you have to select means you have to take top p and k. So that will be the top p and top k. So coming to the next one, we can see the next part. What is the next parameter in LLM? We have to take the next parameter. So what is the next parameter of the LLM? So we have to take the tokens. So what is the meaning of the tokens in a LLM means, wherever you having like a words, from that words you have to do the tokenization, best tokenization part to do the generation of during the text prediction. Means, for example, you are selecting the LLM model. In that particular LLM model, which model is better for giving the best output? You are adjusting, like you are selecting some best text and as well as best content by using of temperature and as well as top p. The tokens, it can try to select the best LLM model. So that purpose you have to use the token part. Okay, so like this you can see. So it can calculate the tokens, even spaces also you can calculate. Simply we are telling about the tokens here, that's it. Okay, based on your text content what you are asking, based on your input text, it can select the best LLM model. That will be the token part. After token, we have to go through the task I will show you. Then later you can see stop sequences. What is the meaning of the stop sequences? You are doing the question, you are asking the question, you are getting the output, that's it. So now you have to ask to the GPT. So I just want to go through with the stop sequences. What is the meaning of the stop sequences? Simply the stop sequence is nothing but when you are getting the output, you want to stop your particular model further content. You can see, for example, I will show you for that example. Here you can ask, you are asking one particular question, okay. Here you can say I am asking about the Python. If I am asking something next one, definitely it will give related to the Python content only. To above content only it can give the related. But I want to stop those requirements. Then what you want to do? You have to go through with the stop sequences. Okay. So that maybe you can add the hash symbols or a slash symbols. You can add it. That is only the stop sequences. Whether it is correct or not. Yes or no? Definitely yes. Why means in real-time applications you can see one question you asked, two question also you can ask with the same content, means third question you are asking also it will give related to the first question and second question only. Yesterday we have seen, right? That is only the stop sequences. Okay. So we will show you these particular examples of this. So that's why we have to stop. Actually here it's not showing. Actually we can adjust the temperature like this, maximum tokens how much you need, top p you can adjust, as well as penalty of the frequency and presence of the penalty also we can adjust like this. So this will be the option about all requirements. Now we can see with the tokens and stop sequences, and after that we are having the final thing will be parameter tuning. Okay, so that is about parameter tuning. Okay, so now we are going through the parameter tuning. So then what will be the meaning of the parameter tuning? Simple thing, we have to take the LLM models, we have to train the models in a proper way, how the people need. Okay, so means system, you are going and you are asking the question something, okay, in a online, but there you have to get the output in a required manner. That purpose we have to tune our parameters with the LLM model properly, then only you will get the better accurate results. That is the parameter tuning. Now we will see the task for it. Okay, so hope you understand the temperature and top P. Now we can see the next one will be token and as well as stop sequences. I will show you the output process for it. So this is about top, okay, and now you can see token part. I said token part, right? So here I am taking token count. Example I am taking here token count. So I said already we have to install some particular libraries. First day or second day, second day I have said. So after installing of the installation of the software, I said some particular libraries we have to install. In that we have taken the library name will be tick token, right? So this is about for we are taking here. We are just importing after installation. We are importing here tick token, and this will be we are just going through with the GPT model, and we have to get the output. What is the meaning of that? Means it will take the count of the particular content. Okay, so here I am taking ChatGPT is a smart. This content I have given, that purpose it's taking count of the 6 and it's giving exactly what the values will be there inside of the LLM model. The values of the LLM model is showing. So now here I am giving another content. Okay, so means what is the meaning? You can see the count will be increased because I have increased here. This is 1 and space also 2 and is 3, 4 and my 5, 6 space, 7 data, 8 space. So like that everything it's taking and it's trying to give the answer. Okay, so here whatever you're taking some particular content, so you're taking GPT 3.5 turbo model. In the turbo model you are checking the token count. Means how the tokens are going exactly you are checking. So in the tokens, what will be the token exactly in that particular model? For example, you can see, you can take the subject, and in that particular subject, first rank will be there, second rank will be there, third rank will be there. Entire count will be different, the rank also will be the different particular person, right? So like that you are having the ranking part. Then later you can see truncation in tokens is nothing but you are combining all those things. Then you can see this. Okay, so like that you are going through with the truncation part. Then later you are just going through with the stop sequence. Simple thing. If you want to stop anything, we have to use these symbols, slash symbols or what is that, slash and L symbols we have to use. This is about for the stop sequence. Then it can stop the content. Now you can see we have entered the all parameters about the temperature and top P value and as well as the tokens and the stop sequences, everything we have applied here. Now you can see you'll get the output for every time. Okay, so this is about the all parameters of the LLM. If you understand temperature, how you are taking, top P, how you are taking, what is the use of the tokens and how you are doing the stop sequences, and if you want to do the fine tuning of the models, everything, then it will be easy for you to understand the content. Okay, so these are the things. So actually this will be, we used the basic coding parts with the tick token something and all, right? So even we can use, apart from that, we can use transformer model also. This is also one type of neural network model. From this transformer model, here we have taken GPT-2 model. We have applied all those things. Here you can see maximum length of tokens, temperature, and the sampling you want to do or not, everything we have applied here. So based on that, we are loading the models and we are getting the output. These requirements, did I use anywhere API keys? No. Just normally I used without API key contents. When we are using application programming interfaces, means you have to drag the content from the websites, then you have to regenerate with your models. So like that you need, means we have to go through with the API keys. That's why you can see, if I am taking this one also, if I am asking the question, this content from which website you have taken, I am asking, see here I am pasting the content, from which website you taken. Like this, if I'm asking means, definitely it will say if it is taking the content from particular website. Okay, so definitely it will say. Okay, so see, it's saying not copied from the any website, but it will be similar to the python.org website, and it taken from the platforms of W3 Schools, Geek for Geek, and Tutorial Points. What is the meaning of that? So here, when you are using the API keys, definitely it will connect to the websites. From the websites, that content it can gather and it can try to generate with a new sentence. At the time, we have to use the API keys. Okay, but without API keys also we can work like this. Even though you are getting the outputs right, even though you are getting the requirements right, but this will be limited. If you want to get the much more requirement, then you have to use the API keys. Okay, so that's for today. Hope you understand everything about the parameters of the LLM. Till now, having any doubts, you can keep the message in chat box. Actually, in an NLP token we can consider, Rajalakshmi is asking, ma'am, token is considered only as a word. Actually, it's not like that. So in an NLP, normally we can consider as each token will be related to the word only. But sometimes we won't take as like a words based only. Based on the model also we have to take. That is the requirement for today. Having any doubts, you can keep the message here itself. So in between I'll say what is the tomorrow content, and based on the tomorrow content try to give the answers. Okay, so day 5 we are getting the how to take the prompt creatings and templates and all, right? So tomorrow my question will be related to the transformers only. Today I got only one answer about the transformers. Please try to give the answer for tomorrow. What is transformer and what will be the requirements will be there. Ma'am, what is interpreter? Actually, interpreter is nothing but it's like line by line execution. If you're taking the C language, first we have to compile, then later we have to execute the code, right? Here in a Python language, it's not like that. We have to take as like a, if you are executing, automatically it will try to give the answer. So some 1 or 2 people have given the answer about the transformers. Tomorrow I need what are the layers available in transformer or architecture of the transformer. Please gather the output. Just try to give the answer for tomorrow class. Anis Gold, okay, he's trying to give the answer. Very good, nice. So tomorrow purpose question, I'm asking the question again. So I need the answer for LLM models. What we are having the transformer and transformer architecture or layers, you can say anything. Okay, regarding for the transformers you have to give the answer. Along with that I need what is auto encoder. I'm not asking about the normal encoder, so I just want to go through with the auto encoder. What is difference between the auto encoder and transformers? So tomorrow question simply I can say what is difference between auto encoder and transformers? Just try to say the answers. Can you please provide the materials, ma'am? Actually just follow and keep the WhatsApp message, they will follow you, because here it's not possible to share directly. What are the different type of transformers? Yeah, that is only, so I am asking the question to you. Just try to gather the answer. Different type of transformers or difference between the transformers and auto encoders. Till now having any doubt, you can keep the message here itself about the content. What is object oriented programming, ma'am? So actually object oriented programming means, so for example if I am giving a is equal to 10 and print of a is normal, okay, but if you want to call that particular data anywhere, then you can say it as an object oriented programming part. For that purpose we have to use the OOPS concept. Okay, so like we can use the functions, Functions means we have to use different type of object OOPS concept we have to use. So there we can use defining functions like objectives. So anything we can take regarding for the OOPS concept that will be related for the object oriented programming part. Can you suggest some study materials read out about the further content? Yeah, actually now it's showing like some geek for geek something, right? You can try it. Thank you very much. Having any doubts, try to ask the questions. I'm ready to give the answers for you. So yeah, so Ashrit, he's asking like again today question I'm keeping in a chat box. What is difference between auto? I'm not asking like normal encoders, okay? So auto encoders and transformers. If any person want to try types or layers, anything you can try to give the answer for it, okay? So I kept already question, just please go through it. Please suggest study materials. Yeah, actually we will like just please follow through the WhatsApp. They will provide you that requirements if you need anything. Okay, thank you. Having any doubts, try to give the message, otherwise we can leave the meeting. Thank you. So if you like this session, please try to share with your colleagues and friends who are interested to learn the new things. Having any doubt also, you can give the messages in chat box. Please try to share this information to your friends or colleagues, any other peoples. Please follow this. Thank you all. Remaining questions we will follow up